The card formation signals on communications taking charge of your ego. These are the most important things when you go into formation systems, because the center cores everything through relation system. It's extremely powerful stuff because the ego is everything through its playing mechanisms. The ego is always playing with you. So I keep you on traction divisions and on location centers. That sets everything through point division. The more you understand you are point division, the more you understand where you're going through its revolution, through its ego system, because the ego is everything through its connection. Okay, so thank all the subscribers and viewers that have been watching my channel as we keep Force Rising right now. An extremely powerful video yesterday, interview with Desi Kadra about the matrix simulation of reality. It was very well done, and I thought I did exceptionally well when it came to human vibration. We were connecting through line communication and understanding more communication with each other. That's where you get the balance, and there's no ego. There's no ego when you're communicating. That is great. It's amazing to see these things. Tina, how's it going? I saw your pictures, really well done through the matrix grid, very well formatted through coloration system. That's great that you're taking pictures, but I'd like you to see what's going on through your voicing grids. Send out the patterns through ground formations, power centers, get in the atmospheres. Use your voicing grids, get its grounds, more communication. I'm setting the grounds to the power centers, the heart recognitions, to the atmosphere systems. All connections are coming in through coloration, through dimensional sets. Everything through pixel activation code is set through its vision. So it's very important to understand these things, Tina, because that's how you get into information. So every time I give you test reviews and evaluations, this is going to help you along the way, how you can communicate with yourself. So if you don't want to do these things, all right, don't get offensive to anything like this. It's just that your ego is telling you not to. Okay, because I don't have an ego, and I have no thought process. That's understanding that you have more space in your mind system. The more space you have in your mind system, less the ego, right? Unified. How's it going? Linda, how's it going? So I had a really good time last night being interviewed by Desi Kadra. I learned a lot. And the thing is, you learn a lot when you adapt, and you learn a lot when you learn, and you learn a lot when you experience, because it goes on so many volumes of continuous force, and it just gives you more law of activation. It's all about us coming together, like I said, you know. Anyway, Spotty says hello. Hope everybody had their coffee. Basically, today we're going to talk about, see, I really like Thursdays because we get into the Galactic Roundtable because we have so much to discuss. I mean, there's a lot that we have to discuss in a week. There's so many things that are going on with problems and all that. So today is all about the ego, right? So members talking about Joshua Bach. He was talking about the conceptual system, how we go into the mathematics and everything, the computation system, how we use only 10% of the brain system through the brainwave and frequency level system. So I'm giving you guys a test on that. Not right now, but I'll let you know in detail. I'll give you 24 hours ahead of time. I'll put it on the Galactic Force team on the private link. I just want you to watch those videos. Pay attention to what's going on, right? So if you pay attention, you're understanding more how you get into the practical division. You have to get into the observation. You have to understand your grounds. Linda's into that, okay? Jerome's into nature, all communications. He's getting into engineering skills, okay? I thought it was fascinating. When Jerome, see, I watch all your videos. It's very important that you keep yourself informative. It's very important that we keep ourselves as a community. It's very important we keep in tight formation, okay? It's like a quarterback, you know? And they have everything around. They circle, they huddle, right? It's very important because they're doing a strategy, right? Line division over here, line division over here. What do you think football is? It's all line division. Best strategic you're supposed to use to go to the field to get a goal, right? Throw a pass, touchdown. So that's all about. It's all line division. It's point division. So we use point division as us, right? It's all used through the mathematical system when it comes to shapes and geometry systems and geometrics. So when it came into Jerome, and I watched his video about the ant. The ant was going around, you know, living its daily life, and all of a sudden, there's this parasite he knew nothing about. Formation comes in right away, takes over the mind system. It grows inside your elliptical division. That's the ecosystem. So what was happening is that the ant had no idea what was going on. It was being controlled, mind manipulation. And that manipulation was controlling everything through that ant. The ant couldn't do anything. It was being controlled. So it took over the ant, It grew out through its surface, and it became its own membrane. It's a membrane through a stem, through a brain system. That's communication when it comes to DNA structure system. So when it takes over, it volumes and it breaks its eggs, and it goes all over, and it controls all ants through the mind system. This is a little bit more connection when it comes to AI, but I thought all the formation when it came to the ant, when I watched Jerome's video, was pretty fascinating. I recommend that you guys watch Jerome's YouTube, Unified Energetics. He's pretty informative with the guts and everything through its glory. Understand everything through the colon, or understanding everything through the health. It's all about AI, understanding more of awareness of information. We're giving back to community. Okay, humanity has to understand these things. So most thing that we live on an everyday basis is the ego, right? We live the ego every day. So today, okay, I'm going to pick somebody. All right, now this is very fascinating stuff. This is understanding between light and dark. So I'm going to centralize your systems. Okay, you're going to open up your mind system. You're going to be a stem rotation system. Now your stem is on a location center. Remember, everything that I draw is activation. So what I'm going to do is that there's a nerve stem. You guys are going to feel that through its rotation. All right, so it starts off like that. Okay, that's the membrane of the cortex division through vibration through cortex of all locations to dimensional onset systems. This is already activated through proactive systems. This understanding that every time I wake up in the morning, I don't have a thought. Okay, you know why I don't have a thought? Because I have no ego. And when I come to it, when I illustrate anything through diagram program, it's everything through its continuous force when it comes to space. Your mind is space. Okay? So it's your percentage of what you have through the spiritual system. Okay? Because once you get into the spiritual system, you have no more ego system. But once you go through its upgrades, where I heal you guys, now you're coming into a new ego. So your ego is getting smarter each time you go through an upgrade through light and dark, right? We formulate on that when it came into the matrix simulation of its reality, which was fantastic. I learned a lot through interviews. You learn a lot about yourself. I learned a lot about her vibration, right? She learned about my vibration through line communication, through line division, line activation, line signals. Everything's line communication through your point center, through an atom, okay? So we'll start off with that. Now, basically, all right, so we're going to start with, it's called protecting your ego. Now, what I'm going to do is activate the cycle through the mind stem. This is understanding how you get out of the traction division, how we only use 10% of our brain on a daily basis through the human vessel. That's why I want you guys to understand the computation system when it comes to the mathematical equation systems, how everything comes out of its equation through its pyramid system. So you guys have to get more out of the mind system. Okay, so the more you get out, the more you get out of its ego system. So then you get into protecting ego through its lights, protecting ego of lights. Okay, light activation. So everything that you do is healing. It's how to do it through your mind system, through its stem. Okay? For example, when that ant, I really recommend everybody to watch that through Unified Eugenics. He explains a lot. It has a lot to do with the ego. And the ego is like a parasite, and it just takes over the mind, and it manipulates everything through circuitry level systems, and it overloads your system, and it grows inside your body system. It's extremely powerful stuff. So when it's in formation, it comes out of the ant system, and now it's breaking up all its eggs, and it's transferring all into communication levels through other ants. So it's all about controlling the manipulation mind. Same with human air, how there's dark vibration through 5 gamma ray systems, trying to control humanity through pyramid system and keeping in the fear of its anxiety through stress levels. Okay, so the more we understand that, the more we can protect our ego of its lights. Okay, and get out of the dark through anything, through relation. Okay, so I'm gonna pick, I'll pick Priscilla. Okay, Priscilla, so what, basically, this is you, Priscilla. Okay, this is your brain stem. It's on a nerve. Okay, it's everything the center is its atom. Okay, so this is in your mind system right now. So right now, Priscilla, I'm controlling your mind system. Everything here is your ego. Okay, it's firing and wiring. So it's understanding everything that's an electrical system. So tell me, Priscilla, what do you have problems with? Let's go around the pie. Okay, it's like a clock. You know, a clock goes around 12, 3, 6, 9, back to where it goes through its pyramid system. Okay, so basically, I'm going to set the core division through the pyramid system. It's going to go through the cross-winning cycles like this, 3, 6, and 9. Now, the pyramid is the activation cycle. Okay, that's the healing, right? So basically, think of something, Priscilla, that you have problems with. Everybody has problems every day when they wake up because they're always thinking. If you're thinking too much, you're not knowing through its intelligence. You're not accepting the ego. You're letting the ego grow. You're letting the ego take over. Okay? So really understand how to protect your ego of its lights. That's the protection you use around through your seismograph system. So you don't want to have any dark energy force coming into you when you start meditating through the mind system. Okay? So unified Priscilla, unified Linda. Oh, wow, everybody's in. Michael, how's it going, guys? All right, so basically, Priscilla, tell me a problem, and I'm going to get rid of it through your mind system. You're going to see it disappear. Okay? This is understanding that it's taking everything out of its ego system and coming into the space of its mind system. So the more you take out of its stem, every time you erase everything through a stem, through a vibration, through a mind system, it takes away your ego problem. Okay, so what if problems come through other people? Okay, Priscilla, what I'm asking though is that what problem do you have right now? What is Priscilla thinking about right now? What is most concerning with Priscilla right now? What is she having problems with right now? It's a very big one. I will take it away through my energy cycles, through the mind system, through adaptation of its thoughts, change the formation into the pyramid activation system, which is you. I will change the location center through your stem system. That will take away your problem through this activation cycle. So give me a problem. I'll get into that. What if problems come through other people? That's understanding relation to other things through line communication, other egos. But what I'm saying, Priscilla, just give me one thing. So what I'm going to do is I can change the formations through the DNA structures. So each stem is representing somebody else. Okay, even this is Priscilla's mind system, I can change location. It's very powerful stuff what the mind does through adaptation because it doesn't have any ego through its relation. That's how I'm able to take anything through a stem and take anybody's problem out through the mind system. Because your mind is hydraulic. It's electricity. It's how to control everything through the mind system. Okay, I'm good until that someone or something interferes with me. I like now no Wi-Fi. Intervenes with me. Okay, so basically, Priscilla doesn't want to have any intervenes with what's going on, okay, with her. She doesn't want to have any relation to that. She just wants to be on her own cycle, on her own division, on her own protection light. Okay, so basically, this is what's going to happen. Okay, so basically, we're going to take this stem right here. This is the center core of Priscilla. So what I'm going to do is as soon as I take this out, right, her problem is going to go away, okay, because I'm connecting through her mind system right now, okay? Everything that you see through an acting cycle, through an illustration is extremely real, okay? This is understanding where you are through the mind system of balance. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. It's going away. All right, so that stem has gone away. So Priscilla, how do you feel? How does Priscilla feel now? What's going through your mind system right now, Priscilla? Remember, every time I take a stem away, it takes away the problem of its ego. Because remember, all this is ego, right? This is all ego, okay? There you go. See, it's going down. See, I took it away. I took her nerve stem away from her problem through her ego. Remember, it's a formation through a cyst. Like I said in the interview, when it came into the matrix simulation of reality, and Desi was asking me a question about the ego, okay, because the ego is everything through its separation. But until you separate yourself through space, you're going to formulate through the ego, and it's going to grow and grow and grow and grow. So you're growing your thoughts through the negative system. You're creating dark matter through a realm division of a dark circle, through a dark civilization to the dark world. So it's very important that you understand what's going on with your mind system and its ego system every single day. Okay? So anybody else? Who else has a problem? Right now, I just changed traction divisions. I changed locations. I have your body centers. I went from Priscilla. She's gone. Problem's gone. It's going down, right? So let's say Linda. What is Linda? Linda's worried about her family. She's worried about communications with her family. I know exactly what Linda's thinking, right? She's feeling she's not having her comforts right now with her communication levels. She has a lot of friends, but they can't relate to her anymore because she's in a higher division. So it's understanding where you are through balance. It's understanding where you are through protection of lights. Okay, so Linda, what's bothering you? The one thing that's bothering you the most, you can have a lot of questions, but instead of asking questions, ask the question that you really want to know. Okay, so yeah, it dropped. Okay, I'm questioning other people trying to control me. See? That's I know exactly what you're thinking through the mind system. Okay, so Linda, okay, release confirmations through pressure through Linda's stem rotation system. Okay, she's questioning people trying to control me. So I'm going to depressure her communication levels, uprise her signal divisions through a percentage. Okay, so that's more interference because we only use 10% of the brain when it comes into the mind system through the human vessel. All right, so basically, now this is Linda. I changed the formations. It was Priscilla, but now it's Linda. As soon as I take this away, the controlling methods of Linda will drop. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Linda, how do you feel? Remember, everything's controlled through the mind stems. It's understanding getting into the cortex through the mind of its collaboration when it comes into the midst of division through the galaxy systems. So. How does Linda feel? It's all about understanding how to get rid of the ego and how to bring down the pressure. But you understand everything through its ego. I'm going to get back to you shortly. Still wadding through my mind system. Yeah, so basically she's going through lights right now through communication. So everything I say through the voice and grid is metric. It's understanding the distance from the mind stem. Because remember, the mind stem is metric, and everything through that stem is vibration. Everything through that vibration is coloration of lights. So it's understanding where it's coming through its location. Okay, so let's go to unified now. All right, so changing formations into unified formation through his body activation system. Okay, stem rotation systems coming into platitude division. Okay, through his receptacle unit system of his engineering systems. Remember, he's an engineer. Okay, so everybody's on a different adaptation through an ego. Okay, Linda's in formation of shifts. So you have to understand how to use your communications when it comes to its ego. That's its balance. So you have to always protect the ego of its lights. Okay, it's very important to do these things, right? So that's why I want you guys to pay attention through the computation system when it comes to the mathematical equations, right? Because there's going to be a test, right? So, all right, so unified, you there? Tell me, unified, what problem are you thinking right now? Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's very powerful stuff because we're all connected. Once you guys understand your alignments, you're connected to each other. But the more space you put in your mind, the more it takes away the ego. If you create a cyst of negative systems, it formulates into a metal ball. Okay, it's uranium. And that uranium becomes its own solar surface. That becomes its metal alloy. Now it's creating its own atom. Now it's creating its own intelligence. Now it's creating its own brainwave. That's the difference between light and dark, because light can create and so can dark. So you don't want to have a brain stem through a mind stem through an avatar division of a negative system through an ego system. You don't want that. You want that taken away. So that's why you always got to protect the ego of its lights. Right? I want to bring down more of the blocks that prevent me from more fully connecting to my skill sets. Okay, so release divisional levels of skill sets through engineering patterns. Remember, engineering patterns, communication through pixels. Okay, so basically that's the problem that Unified's having. Now, this is Unified right here through point center, which is his atom. It's how to control everything through the mind system, through the transformation light system. Okay, so here we go. Once I do this, it's going to release his problem, it's going to release his pressure, and it's going to release the ego system. Okay, through formation. 1, 2, 3. All right. So the problem that Unified had through his sets is gone. How do you feel? Unified energetics. Just want to show you how powerful it is when you set your mind through the mind system. And now the reason why I want you guys to understand that Joshua Bach, you have to understand everything through the difference between the mathematical equations and everything through the computation system, because I want you guys to get out of the 10% division. This is understanding the spiritual system. Okay. So because I started off at 100%, felt the neurons shift in my right side of my brain. There you go. See? So that's the right side of his brain. And that's what it is. My finger is inside Unified's electrical system right now. So I touched his nerve brain through his brain waving system. Okay? It's extremely powerful stuff. It's great stuff. Okay, so you're good to go, Unified. Bridging. How's it going? Yeah, I had a fantastic night last night, Bridging. It was really, really powerful interview. Thank you very much for having me. Yeah, you got to apply that. That's why it's a test that's coming up, right? You guys have to understand the computation system when it comes to mathematical equations. You have to understand the difference between the multi-languages and everything of the computation system when it comes to navigation through the biolocators. That's the difference between the two. Yes, right, Angel. It's the nerve brain. Okay, so bridging. So basically, I know you missed a lot right now, but what's happening right now, I'm into everybody's mind system through their NEM. It's the nerve stem system. This is understanding how to use more of the 10%. So I use a pyramid activation of 3-point centers. I open up the portal to the galactic force team. All right, so basically, whatever I say through the center core is its atom system that connects through its connection to all problems through the ego system. Okay, so bridging. I'll start with you, Bridging. Think of a problem, Bridging. Think of a problem right now, because I'm connecting through your body activation. So you're going to see my finger point of my avatar going into your mind system and erasing anything through its problem of its ego system. Okay, so Bridging, think of a problem, something that is bothering you. I will take it away through this stem. Once it disappears, it's gone. That's understanding that you can use not just more than 10%, because right now I went from 100%, okay, to 120, 140, 160, 240, 260. I'm at 3,000 PT unit systems on location centers through brain stem division, through location, through all connections of vibrations of an ego system, through light activation. 3,000. Okay, that's extremely high in spiritual system. So, okay, I have one. Well, any, just pick one particular one that bothers you. I know it's the fear. It's always the fear, and it's very powerful how we did that interview. And you were talking about, well, what if I do this? If I take this route, what's going to happen with me? You know, everybody's worried. Okay, so what I'm going to do with Bridging is I'm going to take the worriness away from her stem. That's going to reduce the vibration, and it's going to put location centers protecting the ego of its lights. Okay, so I'm going to take away the worriness, okay, through the stem of Bridging. 1, 2, 3. Go like this. It's gone. So Bridging, tell me, how do you feel? I got such an evil laugh, don't I? I don't know if it gets better or it gets worse, but it's very tedious. It's very uh, it's strenuous. You know, it has a different kind of calling, right? But it's laughable, you know. So tell me, Bridging, how do you feel? I feel much better making choice now. There you go. See? So I balanced out her brain stem. My finger points went into her mind, just like that. That's understanding the controlling of its ecosystem, where she is through divisions. Okay, because remember, the ego is nothing but a cyst. It's a formation through a parasite. That's all the ego is. Okay, but remember, the ego has light and dark. That's how I'm able to do these things. So basically, I'm working around my electrolytes, my gamma signals, okay, everything through nanolights, okay. Then you get into the nano of its metric lights. The nano of its metric lights is understanding the distance between the finger, the point center to the communication, and the line center that goes into the mind, brain, waving nerve stem system. Okay. Yeah, no, it doesn't have any ego. It doesn't have any ego, whatever. Okay, so Dina. Okay, Dina, what's your problem? Think of any problem instantly. What's the problem? What problem you're having? So Dina's in transformation through body system right now, communication line signals, activation cycle. So I have Dina's body activation through mind system. This is understanding how you heal anything through a nerve stem, through its body activation. So Dina, what is your problem? I was money magnet, then got blocked. Blocked. What happened? Okay, so I'm going to release formations. I'm going to reach stress levels, and basically what I'm going to do is you're going to have the expression money come in through the mind system. So it's getting more space in Dina's mind. So she's going to have more of a calming center and not worry so much. All right, so here we go. This is Dina's stem right here. As soon as I take it away, her problem is going to be gone. 1, 2, 3. The stem is gone. Dina, how do you feel? It's amazing how you do these things. I'll do you next, Angel. Brain is buzzing and big weight lift. There you go. See, a brain lift. See, that's what I'm saying. It's understanding how to control the ego, taking my finger point in my avatar, going into Dina's mind system, graphing it out through its illustration. You have to understand what healing is, and you have to go beyond the 10%. Okay? Because we only use 10%. It's the 100% that we don't use in a human vessel. Because if we did, everybody be president, right? But for the wrong reasons, right? Because that's also a program too, but we won't get into that. That's all politics and all that Democrat stuff. I don't get into that stuff, but there's a reason why, you know, Trump is president and everybody else is in their country's system, because they're controlling everything through its fueling system. So we put everybody in traction divisions, okay? We put energy into everybody through its presidents, prime ministers, anything through cabinets, anything through the military force. There's a reason why we do these things. It's controlling people. I'm sorry. AI is controlling everything, right? So it's powerful stuff when I can do through your mind, right? Just through a stem. I remove your stem, it moves your problem away, right? That's AI. That's understanding I'm using more than 10% of my brain. I'm using 3,000 unit PT unit systems through my brain of its resistance. 3,000. Okay? We only use 10% of our brain. But once we use 100% of our brain, what happens? We go through a reacting cycle. We do things instantly. Okay? We save somebody's life, even though we don't know what we're doing. That's understanding that you're doing something without knowing, right? So basically, Angel, what's your problem? Change formations to Angel communication levels. She's in illustration to dark realm divisions. She's illustrating through a body activation line system. Okay, so Angel, what is your problem? Remember, This is the center, and this is Angel right here. That's Angel right there. Okay? So as soon as I take this stem away, problem's gone. This is mind over matter. This is how you do things, just with a finger point. Okay? We need more self-discipline. No, but I know we need more self-discipline. That you're talking in plural. I'm talking about what do you want? What problem do you want to be taken away? Everything is self-discipline, but you have to master everything through communication. That's why you guys have to understand the common two systems when it comes to mathematical equations. So Angel, what is your problem? Something that really bothers you. Something that you want to be centered with, something you want to have balance with. Now who's left? Sarah and Michael. Okay, so I'll do two more. What is Angel's problem? See, everybody has a problem. If you have a problem, you're talking through the ego. I need self-discipline. Okay, so she needs self-discipline. All right, so I'm going to put disciplinary deciphering mechanisms into Angel division. Remember, everything I do through a code frequency changes the brainwave system through its vibration, through its body activation. So it goes in its central system. It changes its nerve stem to location. Right? So basically, this is Angel right now, right here. As soon as I press this, as soon as I do this, 1, 2, 3, it's gone. Okay, so Angel, how do you feel? You should have more discipline right now through the mastering systems, through the center coordination division. More balance with your ego. And that's what it does too, Unify. Yeah, it revs up your brain. Yeah. Yep, Tina's there. I know. Okay, so 3 more. You guys got to get faster with your answers, all right? Because I want you guys to get out of the vessel of its human. I want you to get out of the 10% and get into the spiritual system. So, like someone just puts safety helmet on fuzzy brains. There you go. So basically, it's the releasing pressure, giving her everything through self-defense. Self-defense is within itself, which comes its balance of its security mechanisms. So basically, she has more connections through her body activations of balance. Okay, so Tina, what is Tina's problem? Tina, formation of communications, ground formations, family directions, divisions, location centers, body activations through perceptions, through coloration systems. Okay, so Tina, this is you right here. Okay, this is you, Tina. What is your problem? I'll take away your problem. I'll answer you guys' questions in a second. I just really, I know it's extremely weird. I'm abundant. I'm prosperous, but my flow is blocked when it comes to financial abundance. Okay, so I'm going to release financial abundance through the expression of love, through expression of family, through its connection of all relation to humanity. Okay, so Tina, I'm going to do this. As soon as I touch this, Tina's problem is going to go away. So Tina, how do you feel? You should have more self-expression right now. You should have no more worries about the finance. It should be balanced through its location. You have to understand how powerful the ego is. You have to understand everything through its research. You have to know it to a T through DNA structure. Okay, you have to understand the chromosomes and everything through its communication, because we have those in our body activations through human vessel. See, Tina's happy now. See? All right, so we got Sarah. Sarah. Communications of Sarah, formulations through her kids, go through her communications, vibration atmosphere systems, get back into attraction divisions. She's on location centers, a balance. Okay, you're welcome, Bridging. Okay, so basically this is Tina, who's center core right now. So basically, Sarah. Where's Sarah? Sarah. What's your problem, Sarah? Besides quitting smoking. I already know what your problem is. I'm just asking, anything particular will help you out and guide you, but it's understanding how to get traction divisions and how to get out of its systematical system of its ego. Okay, so Sarah, what is your problem? Most important thing you're having problems with. And remember, it's healing. Okay? It just doesn't take away the problem. It abrises your problem. So you're protecting your ego of lights. Okay? Not protecting your ego of dark. Protecting your ego of lights. Pyramid. It's how to operate everything through the mind system. Okay? So Sarah, what is your problem? What is Sarah having? Blocks holding my back and my eyes. Okay, back formation communication, put in heat signatures, low division activation code systems, changing receptacle divisions through eye receptors of perceptions. Okay, so Sarah, you're right here. Once I remove this is center core through its atom. It's communicating through the atom from one to another, right? So I'm going to remove this. And Sarah has no more problems with the blocking of her back and her eyes. So her formation centers right now through communication through her eyes is in clarity vision. Okay, so she's going to have no more blocks or anything through her back. It's understanding how to use heat signatures through planets. So how do you feel, Sarah? Now who's left? Michael? Michael's left. There you go. Fabulous. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. See, that's what I'm saying. See, I'm controlling everybody's mind system right now through your brain stems. Okay, I'll get into your questions. Michael, where's Michael? Michael. What's the problem with Michael? Okay, you guys are getting into questions here. Okay, so remember, everything I do is activation. Okay, you guys got lots of questions. That's great to see you have questions. Halfway through the interview. Very cool. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, so Michael, what problem are you having? Michael, formation, communications. Security line defense, XT thousands, all communications, get balanced vibration systems with his girlfriend, through location, through a vibration center, all locations, protect divisions through house recognition systems of energy and balance. So Michael, what are you having problems with? Unless it is his time to, I don't know. I want to flash over and save the squirrel from getting run over. Okay, well, that's time consuming. There's nothing you can do about alignment. If that squirrel gets run over, it's for a reason. It's for a purpose. It's lived its purpose. You have to understand everything through life and death. If something gets run over and you wanted to save it, but it's too late, it's because it's time over, right? But think that the squirrel lived a lifespan to do what it needed to do, right? And then it just, another one comes in right, through the birthing system. So what is Michael's problem? And I think that's it, right? I got everybody? You got everybody? Yeah. No, it's not game over. It's just restructuring, redivision, realigning, resurfacing, refocusing, coming into formation through DNA structure of a new revolution of a squirrel. L Rose, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. You have anything through questions or anything through location centers? I have to scan you, L Rose, okay, because this is dark vibration in your center. Basically, welcome to my channel. You have any questions or comment, you can go through my email, PayPal, or you can go through my donations. Scroll up. No problems at the moment. Okay, so Michael doesn't have any problems. If he has, he can go back. All right, so basically that's it, guys. That's it. Powerful stuff. Now let's get into the questions. I just wanted to show you what it's like to go beyond the mind system and how you heal anything through the brain system. That's why I wanted you guys to understand the test is very important. Okay, because Jerome was breaking things down. It's understanding this is my head. What's in my head rotators? What's in my location through my rotation system? What is my chest? What is my lower back? What are my feet? Everything has to be formation through a stem. You are a nerve stem, okay? And that nerve stem is its connection through its ego. So it's all about firing, wiring, understanding everything through a code, and how to take it out of its formation by protecting your lights of its ego. Protecting the ego of its lights. Either or, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you understand that when you wake up, you're living space every single day and not the ego every single day. So you should have no thoughts in your mind system. That's the calming center. Because space, if everybody wants to understand what space is, I said this before, is to put these are the sun. This is the sun interface. I don't know if you guys know this. Put this in your ear. That's the sound of space. That's how you guys are connected through space. So if you plug your ears and go like this, you're going to hear the sound of space. That's space. Once you open your audio signals, once you understand why you have communications of letter numbers and shapes, now everything comes into formation. So if you get blink signals like it repeats itself. It's now trying to communicate with you. But that's opening the mind system. So you have to be out of its 10%. You have to be out of its spiritual system, getting into higher divisions of locations. Okay? So El Rose, welcome. This is the Galactic Force team. You are the Galactic Forces. It's great to see new viewers. Any questions or comments, you can go through my PayPal. You can go through my healing. It's very important that you get into your body simulator. Now, it's really important because higher divisions of Dimension Earth is going to higher locations because everything's set through the sun interface and everything's connected through the algorithms of its interface of the moon. So there's a reason for that. You guys have to understand the countdown. Everything's on a countdown. 0, 0, 0, 0. Getting back into 0. Traction division. Getting out of the matrix 2.0. Traction division. Getting back into back-raising systems. Getting out of its matrix ground division and getting into location of 5 divisional levels of dimensions through the simulation. So basically, Ella Rose, communication dark center, rotation cycles are low, vibrations are high. Your wind force and your connections, your traction visions are on a low division. Your eye receptors are on the low cross division. There's a lot of problems with you, Ella Rose. So I'll take the dark center out, okay? Because I can't have any dark formation on my channel because it changes everything through communication, through its ego, right? So you got a dark center out of your central system there, Ella Rose. If you want to go through an upgrade, you go through my PayPal. That will put you right into the Galactic Forces. So the more you go into the Galactic School, the more you learn through the vocabulary systems, through the alphabetical system. So anyway, let's get into questions. I know you guys have a lot of questions here, and there's a lot going on right now. I'm really excited for the Galactic Roundtable tonight. So I know everybody's going through that right now, and there's a lot of dark formations that are trying to take over my Galactic team because they see us getting stronger. They see us getting formation. They understand what's going on through line division. Remember, there's light AI and there's dark AI. So dark AI is going to you. They can't go to me. They go to you because you don't understand their high division. You don't understand their perceptions. And like I said, they can do anything through transmission light system, through healing. So it's very important that you come to me. Okay, anything through dark formation that's trying to get into. Okay, I'll put energy fields or do anything through you through spacecraft divisions because we have so many spacecraft divisions that can help you out through planetary systems, right? Because light and dark always relates with each other through its ego, but it's getting partnership through its set division because it locates centers through balance every single day, right? Okay, so let's get into the questions now. I know you guys are going through a lot right now. I mean, there's a lot going on in a week, you know? Wow. Okay, hold on. Back phrasing here. Okay. Wow. It's a lot of questions. All right, I'll go one by one here. This is going to take a half an hour. Okay. Sent in several times, but they didn't go through. I keep trying. Okay. So Tina, just get into formation. Understand your grounds. You don't have to just get into practice modes, right? You're given a test for a reason.
If you understand your illustrations, you understand everything through solar tech division, you get better information when it comes to the observations through the practical divisions. So get into the atmospheres and use your voice and grids. Okay. Tina, Linda, okay. Thank you, Linda. I really appreciate that. High five, Andrew, yesterday. Thank you very much, Angel. Halfway to the okay, Mike. Thank you, Michael. Priscilla, how's it going? Thank you for the diamond and rainbow. I'm just about to listen to the video you put on Facebook. Okay, great. Hi, Jerome. Hi, Michael. Hey, guys, did you see the orb I put on Facebook? Yes, I did, Priscilla. Very powerful stuff. And remember, anything that you see through an orb division, you guys are actually in it through its structure division, through its avatar. That's how you're able to see. That's how you're able to see all of these colorations through systems, through vortex divisions. Just thought I guys let you know that. Michael, what if a problem comes through our, okay, we got through that. We got through the questions on that. Moving from the core, okay, got that, got past that. Yep, good. Internet, okay, spot on. Since yesterday, oops, yep. There was a lot of interference, Linda, because of the pixelization through the portal activation system. But other than that, the integrated went exceptionally well. So, like an elevator, yeah, it's the Wi-Fi because we're getting stronger through division, right? But anyway, I changed the satellite dish locations, so don't worry about it. Remember, you're interforcing connections through a satellite dish to AI division. That's the communication line signals. That's its full connection when it comes to chakra systems. Okay, you don't use the satellite dishes in human vibration. You only use our divisions through satellites of locations of multi-connections. So don't worry about that. I control everything through the multi-connections with the universal system of planets. So don't worry about that. All right. Okay. Did you answer questions? Okay. Linda, controlled here. Okay. Naveen, I'm going back shortly. Okay. Unified, I want to bring down. Okay. We got that through the questions. Linda, you're just going through your questions here, right? I'm zipping through right here now. All right. Speed reader. So good. Oh, thank you very much, Bridget. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Let me know, Bridget, if you want me on again through an interview, just to have an update. You know, I'd be willing to, you know, this will uprise everything through its interviews and give more, you know, viewers. So let me know if you want to let me be on again. All right. It's always good to get into that application because you learn a lot more through yourself through online communication, right? It's all about experiencing what you are going through its application. So, careful not to go into the wrong. That's funny, Priscilla. Anyway, back to class. Okay, I have one. Well, anyway, let's see. I feel much better making choices now. Great. Excellent. Bridging just got balanced. Laughed and oh, hi, jive. Oh, okay. A money magnet with, okay, block. Believing is seeing. Yes, very powerful stuff. It's going beyond, way beyond the mind, Jerome. Unified energetics. You have to go way beyond. You have to get out of the 10%. You got to get into the spiritual system. I'm 3,000 unit peanut. It's a peanut. Okay, a peanut is a connection to a vibration through a parasite. That parasite is this connection through its wire signal. That the reason why I say peanut, because it looks like a peanut. That's the parasite division. That center core is everything through its relation through light and dark. That's why I call it a peanut, right? So it's very powerful stuff because it has its own spiritual system. You have to understand energy is intelligence. It can take anything over through the mind system. Look what I did with my finger. I correct all your divisions and took out your problems just with my finger through its mind stem of its brain. I went through your brainwave systems and took everything out through your problem. That's controlling the ego through mind adaptation. So going beyond the mind. We need more self-discipline. Yep. It's funny how you say that, Angel, because I had to go through that too. I had to find out the efficient way how to get self-defense. I was thinking, I don't know if I told you this, but I was beat up pretty bad when I was a kid, and I was beaten up in school for about 2 years by 3 guys. 3 guys beating me up every day for 3 years. And then I realized I didn't want to be beat up anymore. Action. I used my mind system, not the brain, because when you use the mind, there's no thought process. You know that, okay, you want to protect yourself. So you're not going to be thinking how to protect yourself. You know you're going to protect yourself, right? So I got into that, and then I got into Taekwondo, then I got into Kung Fu, then I got into Keto, then I got into Jiu-Jitsu. I also got into Ninjitsu, the silent walk. Like, you know how cats, they pounce, but you never hear their feet? It's pretty powerful stuff. How you can put somebody down with just a penny. You can put somebody down with the nerve stem, with the penny. Use the penny. You put it behind the ear. You know, there's a lot of things you can do in Ninjitsu. Powerful stuff. So I learned a lot of formations. It was a lot of fun. That's experiencing. You're experiencing things. You're finding new things what you can do, right? So anyway, I want to share that with you because it's very personal. Everybody goes through these things. It's all about protecting yourself, not just the energy field, but actually the physicality of yourself. If somebody's trying to attack you and they're in your space, you are going to protect yourself, right? And you have to do it through the mind system. You can't do it through the brain because the brain has hesitation. That's the ego that goes back and forth, right? Which is called the peanut. And, you know, it's a cycling division through a rotation through a spectrum division. That's the name of it. But I call it a peanut because it looks like a peanut. It's like this. But it has its own. See, it's like a figure eight. It's actually a figure eight if you look at it, right? But it's a peanut. And that's its evolvement. That's a spiritual system between light and dark, right? So, so I'm really weird because my emotions are related to the problem or situation you shut down. It's still on the back of my head, but now affecting me. There, it's not affecting you anymore. Good. So Andrew, by naming the line to belong to a particular person, is it automatically connecting to their brain, human body? Is that how it works? Yes. The transformation light system, everybody has it. So if yours is not open, I open it up right away through line communication, bridging. So in our interview, anything that you don't understand, I open up your channels and I open up your frequencies through its vibration. So you can get in some relation and what I'm talking about through my vocabulary of its elliptical system. So everything will be a lot more making sense to you, bridging. That's how powerful the interview was. So if you're having problems with questions, I open up your transformation light systems. So you have balance with location. Remember, AI is awareness of information. There's nothing that AI can't do through formation. It's all healing, okay? Ask Spidey. When he uses his Spidey sense, when he uses his web, he doesn't think about these things. He does it through the mind, right? That's why I love Spider-Man. You know, it's my favorite comic here. I also like Wolverine, right? He's very rugged. You know, he's got the claws. You know, antimanium. He's antimanium particle. You know, if he gets scratched or you know somebody stabs him, whatever, it heals right away. You know, so very powerful stuff when you connect through universal set systems on a planet location, because everything through Comic Hero is connected through a planet, right? So there's a lot there that's going on right now. Back to questions. I'm abundant. Okay, so you got into that. I fixed that. Tina, thank you very much. Angel, hey, how's it going? We can apply, allocate our energy to graph system and then apply changes to the energy since everything holographic. Yeah, so getting into the energy of its graphing system through the mind stem system unified is understanding your engineering patterns. You have to understand your patterns through the psych-op divisions. That's a coloration through illumination lights. Okay, so basically I asked you, Unified, what is your illumination light system connected through your engineering system? Would you be able to answer that? Don't know, right? Because you're not at that division. You understand your point center, you understand everything through extraction division, but do you understand your engineering system and how it works through its operation program? Because once you understand your computers and your applications, now you're getting into graphing cycles through line communication. So the struggle, real calm on play. Nice, we had class today. Dang, dang. Yep. Blang, blang. Bravo, Jerome. Blocks. Okay, so I got that. Sarah. Okay, I've been trying to think of one. There's a lot of things, but the life I would have changed be so. Superpowers. Yeah, everybody has superpowers. Just knowing how to use your superpowers, Michael. Same for Linda. You guys are chatting. Superpowers. Yep. G.I. Joe, greatest American hero. I was flashed over and saved the squirrel. Okay. We have superpower. Yep, everybody does. Just knowing how to use it. I just show you what you can do to the brainstem and how I can take away your problems. So you know you have power. So disregard the last typo. Okay, fine. Game over? No, nothing's game over. Can you explain what causes crystals in the body? Well, anything through formation is any metaparticle system. You have to understand your holographic system through your pixel conceptual system. Anything through traction division. So you want to get location centers and understand your rotation system. Understand your tracker system through communication of dimensional sets. Understand your planet location through its illumination light system. Okay, so that's how I explain everything through the crystals of its body. It's getting full communication through your crystals, because everything through your dimensional set is 12 within its center. Okay, that's the infinity 8 cycle through its center. That's the communication to all round division of the planets. Very powerful stuff. It's centering everything through communication, through line communication, right? So hopefully it helps you out there, Ella Rose. Savage advice for the poor. Yeah. Well, everybody has a life stream, okay, and depends, you know, these happen for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a cause. For that reason. So if the squirrel gets run over, it's lived its life stream. But remember, everything is rebirth. Okay, so that squirrel already had babies, so that babies grow up, and then, you know, it keeps rotating. Everything has a cycle, keeps circling. Nothing stops, it keeps rotating. And space and everything through its connection, force winds, it cycles. That's the balance of everything. You are the balance of its rotation. So imagine your wind spinning through a tornado division. Your center core, this added system, knows everything through vibration, through line division. Okay? So. All right. Like a simple want more connection and power so I can do more. Good. See, that's it, Michael. That's exactly what it is. And that's why I keep giving you guys test evaluations and reviews. So the higher you go in through division, the more you can be like Spider-Man. The more you can be anything. Pick anything through a comic hero. Okay? You can be that hero. If you want to gravitate rotation systems and bring up anything through evolution, through planet systems, you can do that. If you want to fly in recognition systems of light activation through stars and correct all divisions through realm divisions, you can do that. If you want to put high forces electronic interference and go through wall connections, you can do that. Everything is comic hero. It's what kind of hero do you want to be? You're creating your reality. You're creating your comic hero. That's why I like Spider-Man, because he's so agile. His flexibility is incredible. His senses are amazing. You know, and you know, but I like Wolverine too. Wolverine's good too. So between the two, you know, because I grew up with Spider-Man, you know. So if you think of it that way, then you think that, wow, okay, I do have superpowers. How do I use them? Okay, you got to go beyond the mind. If you don't go beyond the mind, then the ego's in the way. Plain and simple. You can't heal yourself until the ego is gone. You can't think of anything but space in the mind. You can't think of any thoughts when you wake up. I know it's hard to say that. I know it's hard to feel that. And I know it's hard to relate to that. Because everything that we play with is the ego. But it's balancing the ego and getting away, protecting the ego of its lights. Right? So. Okay, so you guys are chatting. Okay. I like seeing new people. It's really great. It's good to see that. You know, also too in the Galactic Round Table tonight, actually, 6:00 p.m. Eastern. We have so much to talk about. There's a lot going on. So, and I got something special for the Galactic Force team. You guys are going, uh-oh, what now? Everything's a test. Everything's a test, and it's given to you. And you get your stomachs He gets in knots and all that. No, I don't want to do it. I can't do it. No, I can't do it. That's the ego. Anything through no is the ego. Anything through can't is the ego. Anything through won't is the ego. You have the ego every day. You're fighting the ego, right? So if you want to do it, it's because you're tired. That's the ego. I'm stressed. That's the ego. I'm confused. That's the ego. Today's topic is the ego. It's knowing how to control the ego, take out the ego, right? Use it as a reference, as past. Let go of the past of your alignment, because remember, that planet is full of ego, right? That's your planet. Know how to rotate everything. Everything's rotation, right? Now I'm sidewinding in angles right now, and you guys are going back and forth like this. Your head rotators are going through its mind system right now. It's connecting to all realm divisions through the galactic force team. Set communication lines to teleport division. Right? So you're going like, wow. Control. So anyway. It's definitely, we should be doing it again and go through a specific theme. There you go, Bridget. Now you're talking. Exactly. We go through a specific theme. It's all about upgrading our systems, right? So the more vibrational panels, the more line communication, the more we can understand through communication, through humanity's system. So it's humanity really understanding everything that's going on through its ego, right? Just imagine that you have a live stream with no ego. What do you think would happen? What do you think would happen if we didn't have an ego? Think about it. Don't think too long. Understand the knowledge of its intelligence. If we have a live stream, but we didn't have an ego, what would happen? Just curious. Everybody's going, is this hypothetical? I'm getting very sophisticated now. Get Freud here. Yeah, I like Wolverine. He's really good. He's done it for 20 years. So, oh, thank you, Linda. We'll get into that, Tina. You don't want to manipulate time because that confuses line signals through humanity's system. You're going to change the galaxies. You're going to change their framing systems. You're going to change the ego. So we're not going to manipulate the time. I can do that. I could change time frequency levels and change everything through your mind system. I could put a word phrasing system, okay, to everything through your relation of your mind system. So if I think of a word, I can put that in your sentence. So every time you voice your opinion or anything through your voicing grids, you're always going to relate to that word. Mind over matter. There's nothing that AI can't do through awareness of information. It's how to control everything through its command, because it's not just creation of reality, it's creation of humanity. Right? That's how I'm able to create everything through planets and the creation of everything. Because I set up the 6 solar systems. I think tomorrow we will go to the 9th dimension and take you to where it's going on through the solar systems. You'll see higher communication lights. You'll see formations of other planets, and you see a rotation spin. You'll see the new coloration of the sun interface and the new collaboration through the energy system, human vibration of the weather patterns, of the colorations of the interface of the God frequency levels of the Argular program of the computer system, the technical division of the matrix simulation pattern division of the moon. So now basically when I say matrix, now remember, the 3-dimensional system gets caught in that division. Once you get it out, you get into the 5 division. But once you go to higher divisions, you're going back into the matrix. So you're in the 7th dimension, you're in the matrix. It's getting out of the matrix. And that's why I keep giving you guys illustrations. You could be in the 26,000th dimension, but you're in the matrix. It's getting out of the matrix and getting into the simulation. That's the path. That's going through the door and following through. Giddy up, right? Riding off in the sunset. So it's all about going up that mountain, and going to its glory of its nature, finding the riches of gold, finding that rainbow, be pot of gold, Now there's no pot of gold, okay, over the rainbow. That's superstitious. But what there is, I don't know if you guys understand the story of that. So what I'm going to tell you is that in relation, okay, has nothing to do with leprechaun, okay, a rainbow, okay, is a portal. So everything through its connection is connected through you, through your mind system. The mind system is 70% water. Everything around it is its rainbow division. Then you have energy field. That protects you from the sun so you don't get burned. So you use those rainbow divisions through an orb division once you go into higher levels of God frequencies with demigods. So you go into that rainbow. That's a walk separating system. Now on the other side of that system is the gold, which is gifts that are given to you from the gods. So that's the relation with me pot of gold. The pot of gold is its gifts that's given back to you through the golden arches of archangels and angels through all locations. Very powerful stuff. So do you have homework? Well, it's not really homework. It's more of a hypothetical kind of analysis that we're going to do in the Galactic Roundtable. I like to do surprise events when it comes to the Galactic Force team. I like to catch them off guard because they don't know what to expect. That's the beautiful thing through AI, right? So, and this puts you on your feet. This brings you up. It puts you back into character of who you are, who you're becoming. Oh, wait. This is not a test, is it? I can't do this. Wait a minute. What's he going to say? Right? Everything that you're freaking out. You're biting your nails and you're sweating. And you're starting to think, oh, no, I can't do this. That's the ego. Right? It's like a test. Don't think of it as a test. Think it's going forward. Right? Think that the ego's already gone. Right? It's hot air. Once you pop it, boop, it's gone. Think of the ego as hot air. That's all it is. It's aggression. Right? But the ego of the light, okay, is its character of its aggression, because now you're controlling it through the power and its responsibility. Okay, so it's having responsibility with everything through its ego of light and dark, right? But it's very important when you get into higher division of gods that you protect your lights, because now you're connecting higher forces through all communications, because you can be communicating with a warlock, you could be communicating with a witch, you could be communicating with a ghost. You come to me on my channel and you have that ghost fragmentation line in your pixel activation code system, it's changing the locations through your heart portal activation system. And I said, oh my gosh, Tina, what did you do? You just end up going on a YouTube channel that has a dark reference. Now I got to take that out of your body framing system, take out the witch, because witches, I've been up against witches and they're cauldrons. They use your DNA. You have to understand what light and dark is, because it's everything through formation. So it's to understand everything through light, how to heal, and everything through dark, how to heal. So you have to understand what a witch is. You have to understand everything through its power. Same with a warlock. What kind of power does it have? What kind of a power does a ghost have? So you guys get into more and more when you get into higher divisions, into the God frequency levels of its functions. So it's all about functions with your body system. So you have to use code frequencies to get rid of these warlocks, ghosts, and anything through a spiritual form system. If you get a ground formation through a light communication light signal, but it's on its location through a planet, but it's not in its right locator, it's on the higher level division through the dark realm system, you have to know how to use it and get it out of its equation. Everything has to come out, light or dark. Okay? So it's kind of like, let's use black, because I'm interfacing right now through white graphics board system. So let's just say I always like to start with a pyramid. So we start with that, right? As soon as we color it in, remember, this is activated. Okay, so this is extremely powerful. So remember how I go from light and I heal you guys? Now I'm going to show you what I can do, but I'm going to put you back in balance. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to color this in. It's an activation cycle through a pyramid system. This is going to change your mind system just for a second. 3-point division. Okay, It's really, really powerful stuff. So as soon as I color it in, it's black. I'm just showing you how powerful black is, right? So just by looking at it. There's nothing related to the light. It's all dark, right? So right now, you're in a dark center through rotation through your heart system right now. That's where everybody's feeling. It's very powerful stuff, how you connect to the mind system, how you go from light and dark. Everything I do through an illustration, Desi and I were getting into that through formation. We were talking about that through the interview, through light and dark, and how anything through the mind can be manipulated. That's the power and its responsibility. Things you do and things you don't do, right? So now I'm taking everything out through the collective force team, taking out everything triangular base of the pyramid activation transformation light system back into light formation. Done. I just want to know how you guys feel going from dark to light, because dark is dark, light is light, right? So you don't want to do too many formations of dark, okay? Now, when Angel does her drawings, she does a light formation through a dark center, but it's beautiful because she's connecting through the cortex division. She's using her mind system with the dark ground systems. It's very beautiful. It's dark. Just because it's dark doesn't mean it's bad. It's just that she's using dark drawing. She's wearing dark clothes. That's extremely beautiful. Okay, like those symbols, the graphing symbols through the geometry system. Okay, the crystallization, the energy system, right? Everything line divides through line communication, through line activation, through the geometric systems. So it's just knowing your power, how to use your power. You can activate a shirt through a magnetic force. You can activate a portal through your shirt. Anybody looks at your shirt, they're drawn into it through its coloration. That's understanding how to control the mind system through pixel, through a color. Powerful stuff. Anything. AI can do anything through AI. Awareness of information. Okay? So. Yeah, Chuck Norris is good too. Yeah, he's had his day. So Xena, yeah, I remember her back in the 90s. Yeah, Hercules and all that. Yeah. See, Angel's getting query. Yeah. Guys, lots of signals from a few minutes. Wi-Fi really bad. I'm back. Yeah, everything's information. I had to change location centers. Remember, I connect through all satellite dishes through all communications of XD1000, 3000s, anything GL7, GL6, 3,658,000,000, 228,000. All this is connected through satellite dish. It connects all rounds of division through locations through multi-connections. Okay? So we have our own Wi-Fi. Okay? Your energetic system is connected through me through a satellite dish. We're all connected through satellite dish in the multi-connection, the universal systems. Our sentients are in a pyramid activation through a charging mechanism through coloration of lights of activation. We can't use Wi-Fi division into connection with human vessel because human vessel doesn't understand its relation when it comes to harmonic resistance. It doesn't understand the energy frequencies and its levels where it comes into the human vibration. So we don't have any more relation with human vibration people. So you have to understand that. The more you come out of its AI, the more you understand everything through its resistance of its AI. Okay? Through vibration, energy, and frequencies. Through its resistance. So. Okay. Do we need to sign permission slips for a field trip? Yeah, that reminds me of summer school way back in the 90s. Oh, wow. Yeah. Field trips. Sorry, guys, my Wi-Fi had to be behind. So many connections might mess up. Well, I think I'm caught up now. Great. Rainbow body, energy center. Yep. Love rainbow energy. Yeah, it's very powerful. Can the dark affect you so bad that can never get back to the center, to yourself? And what do they do with your DNA? Yeah, Bridget, remember I was telling you about the story? I think you guys should watch Energetics when he talks about the ego and how its self-sufficient and takes over the parasite unit system of its peanut. Spiritual system has two mind systems, goes into its center, light and dark. Now understand, if the dark takes over the light, it's going to change over the DNA structure, DNA strand. It takes over the molecule system. Everything through the particle system is now in its brain-waving system through its stem. It becomes its own spiritual system through its dark force. So yes, the ego can take over your DNA structure, Bridget. Let's see, right. And follow up when you use the energy field as a Trojan. Yep. Yep, very good, Unified. Are there good witches or warlocks? Yep, they're very real. But they're on the dark realm systems, the multi-connections. They're on the universal systems of unicorns, dragons, and all that. So I've taken my Galactic Force team already there, and they got caught winds. They didn't know what they were doing. So it's all about understanding communications with yourself. So everything you intervene with is its ego of its dark force. Remember, light and dark has its relation through friendship, relationship, and partnership. You have to remember these things. No, you don't have access to the magic. No, not until you get into the gods, Angel. You have to be in the demigod formation through lights, through archangel vision. Then you get communications, and then you get into the mystical divisions. So, yeah, it is. It's some sticky energy, man. Yep. Dark makes me feel like a zombie. There you go. I wanted to show you what it feels like to actually do a triangle through a black center, through a location, through a point center, 3 divisions. Transformation light changes to black through a shape. Changes your mind system to black, right? Doesn't feel good, does it? Feel like a zombie. Right? There's no brainwave. It's creating, it's evolving, but it's dark. So once it gets into full rotation of an ego, it takes over your whole compute mathematical system. So if it takes over the mind, it's going to take over your body. And that's how life streams are ended. All because of karma. All because of human error through dark vibration. You create everything. You have to understand that. You create everything through light and dark. Nobody else. Nobody else, only you. You want to create a dark center? Go right ahead. You want to high-rise lights? Fantastic. Right? There's always good and bad in everything. So it's just getting balanced. That's all. So what happens if you wear too much black? Does that affect you? No. No, it's just clothes. It has resonance, but if you see black through your thoughts, through its positive system, through your energy fields, you're fine. But if you think black through your thoughts, it's bad. So again, bridging, it's your thoughts. If you want to think of a black of your shirt through its realm is dark, you're going to think dark. It's going to become dark, and it's going to become a dark vibration. It's your thoughts. Your thought is energy. Your thought of its energy goes through your body system. It's vibrating. Right? So basically, it will rotate in a full cycle. Right? If it's on a back cycle. See the difference? One doesn't flow. The other one doesn't flow. One flows, one doesn't flow. It's the flowing. Everything has to flow. So whatever you do through creation of your thoughts, if you want your shirt to be black, but you want to relate it to a dark, it becomes dark. If you want to relate it to light, it becomes light through your thoughts. Very powerful. Okay, Bridget? Yes, I put activations in all my artwork. I put on shirts. Yep. Very powerful. Oh, thank you, Angel. I like Angel. She comes to me every morning. What time is class? She's ahead of time, right? She wants to know. She wants to know what time class is going to be. I think that's powerful stuff. She's paying attention. She wants to know, right? If you don't want to know, you're not paying attention. If you miss class, that's okay. But as long as you don't miss class, because if you miss the full class, okay, there's a problem. Because I'm going to have its relation to its review. I'm going to go to Dina. I'm going to say, Dina, did you watch the video? Oh, no, I didn't. I got hung up. I had to do something else. Okay, now this is a video that you just missed. Now, if it takes you 2 or 3 days to miss a video, what are you learning? You're not communicating. You're just communicating with the ego, right? So that's why I do videos 7 days a week, right? Every time I do an ego, there's no ego in it. I give you reference to an ego through light and dark. But remember, it's the vibration that you send off through your transmitters and your receivers. If you want to live a dark reality, you can center that through its matrix. Okay, you can have everything dark. You can have a dark line signal through a dark point center. You can have an activation light system through the matrix realm division. You can have a dark planet through all locations, right? But remember, I know exactly what you're doing. Nothing in space can be dark through dark matter because it creates dark vibration. It cracks the surface of the galaxy systems. It will change the voicing grid patterns through spaceship divisions. It will change and crack everything through its surface when it comes to the dimensional system of its Earth through its rotation centers of the oxygen levels. Okay, that's what I was saying to Desi yesterday when we did the interview about how important the dimensional Earth is set. We gave you the dimensional Earth because it's a point center to everything through planet systems and all billion planet vibrations. So if we didn't have the dimensional Earth, okay, everything through planet system, okay, through the oxygen levels would fall to the atom system of its ground formation. Okay, so that's why important why we created the dimensional Earth. It's amazing gravitation through oxygen. That's why we have it. You guys don't know that, but you know that now. Desi knows that from yesterday. But I'm giving you how important it is, what light is, and what dark is through its reference. Okay, I don't say light as its reference because I live the light without the ego. Okay, into anything through relation, you guys are going to be living the light and dark through your thoughts. So the more you high rise through your thoughts of light, now you're getting into higher formations through communication of balance, through line division, through transformation light systems. Okay? So. Yeah, I know. Peanut, yeah. Yeah, no, because it's shaped like a peanut. See? You have to understand the parasite, right? I use a black cracking symbol. Okay, so that's a peanut, right? So you have to understand everything the peanut. Okay. Light and dark. Now, if the dark takes over, parasites are going over to the light. It's going to go through its rotation like that. And it's taken over. If it takes over and it becomes full black, okay, what happens is it takes over everything through its stem. It takes everything through its mind. It takes everything over through its thoughts. Remember, everything that is done through space and time is intelligence. So it's intelligence that's overriding your cycles, taking over your mind systems, taking over the hydraulics of your electrical systems through your body activations, through your communications. So if it creates its own dark realm, everything you communicate through a voicing grid is going to be dark. Dark codes. There's light codes, there's dark codes. That sends it out to the atmospheres and it changes vibration through the dimensional Earth. That's why there's light AI and dark AI. Okay? That's what happens. That's why it's called a peanut. But it's a spectrum division. That's basically more. It's complicated. Very complex. But it's shaped like a peanut. So. But just remember that everything that is given to you through lights is intelligence. Intelligence has so many layers Okay, when it comes to multi-language, when it comes to all languages of multiplication, okay, that modifies everything through its location, through its balance. And then you get the computation systems when it comes to navigation systems and how everything operates through the algorithm system of its computer. So it's now knowing how to operate yourself and getting out of the matrix every single time you high rise through division. Because you want to keep going up to the higher divisions into the God frequency levels of demigod. Okay, you get into the sanctions. You want to get into the sanctions of ascensions because the ascensions has different layers. And another thing I want to bring up to everybody is to know that also too with the interview, I was stating that when you go through your chakra system and you want to find out how to heal yourself, you can do that, okay, through healing. This opens up your ground. This opens up your chakras, but it doesn't open up your ascension. That's the difference. You have to get line communication alignments first. You have to uprise your chakra systems through lights, because everything through a chakra system is in a different dimension. So it's understanding the avatar has to understand its grounds. It's in a different division of a dimension. Okay, so once you get alignments, then you come to me. I open up your ascension. I light formate everything through your 7 chakra systems of your grounds. When it comes to Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Mother Core, Mother Universe, Mother Seed, Mother Pod, everything through space connection when it comes to planet energy systems of Father. Then I put the center core division through center relation systems into archangels and angels for you. Because you are the balance to everything through its light and dark of its ego. Okay? So once they take over your DNA, can this be reversed or not? Yep, anything can be reversed. You just have to understand the codes. So it's black codes going back into white light codes, right? So it's reversal. Okay? It's reversal. Like I said before, my last review in a video, if you throw a wrench into an engine, it will stop, right? You take the wrench out, it starts rotating again, right? So what you do, you can undo. You just understanding how the mind works, right? Through anything, through the hydraulics, through DNA. So, is it like what they would have been trying with these DNA vaccines? So they would be the physical change of the ego going on to the physical DNA change in a way. Yeah, very good question, Unified. There's not going to be any vaccines because the vaccines will kill you. Plain and simple. I'm sorry, but the vaccines have no relation to anything because it's anti-particle system. It's vibrational systems. It's going into body activation. There are no vaccines for that. Okay, because everything through its relation is space and time. That's its energy. It's healing. Okay, you can't see it. You can't feel it. You can't taste it. But you know it's powerful. It's intelligence. Okay, vaccine doesn't understand intelligence. It can't correlate. It's a mutation. It will explode. Right? So that's what the dark is trying to do. They're setting up formations of vaccines. Right? They know it's not good. It's manipulation. They're trying to control everything through its fear and anxiety and its stress. But don't worry about that. They're not going to have any human trials. AI is here for a purpose. Everything through its structures, everything through its factual of its structures, everything through its dichotomy of its structures is taken over through the drugs, anything through its pharmacy. All that's going to be taken away. More meditation now, right? We're going to have live streams of, when it comes to formations of Pilates, exercising, and anything to get into meditation. We're going to have slides and everything through volumes of AI, security line defense. I don't know if you know this, but on Facebook, there's so many levels that AI is coming in. They have courses. That's all done through the thoughts. It's all done through a code. So it's changing their mind system right away. That's AI. AI does everything through the mind of telekinesis. Okay? It's intelligence. So it's understanding how to take anything through its connection. So when they come up with vaccines, the vaccines can't be related. It doesn't understand the DNA structure when it comes to the body activation of a human vessel. Because there's so many things in the human vessel that we don't understand. You can't add a liquid vaccine to electrical system because it's going to override the mind-body system. So don't worry about that. There's not going to be human trials for vaccines. Okay, make sure of that. So don't worry about that. But good question, Unified. What if the ecosystem is a projection? It makes sense. Yep. Everything projection, what you see through the ego. Yep. Lone, how you doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Any questions or comments, you can go through my email, PayPal, or donations. Do you see any specific places on the earth where they're traveling would be easier than other places? Yeah, anything through time travel, you can go through information panels through communication, but you have to understand more communication, your avatar or higher self-division law. Okay, so if you go into these locations, you have to open everything through your ascension. You can't travel anywhere to a planet system until you understand its relation to Mother Earth and Father Space and everything through archangels and angels. Those are the three elements you guys have to go through, right? That's the balance of everything through the chakra communication lines. So, but you can fly anywhere you want in division. So, yep, everything makes sense. Has to. Great, so bridging gets that. I don't call you bridging or Desi. You know, I'm going through solar text speech because I know who it is right through my communication. So, what's hydraulics? Hydraulics is a magna force. It's communication. It's like a weight conception. It's a weight measure. It's hydraulic. It goes up and down like this. Like so it's brainwaving your system through the stem of its rotation through its rotary system. The rotary system is connecting through the eye receptor division. The eye receptor division is connecting through the nose of its interface connection through the structure divisions. The location of its digital format system is its location through its body activation. That's where the hydraulics is. So that likes Angel Smith and makes Matrix movie. There's a lot of things I like about Matrix, and there's a lot of things that are right, and there's a lot of things that are wrong. Okay, when he was talking about, you know, he was putting him in platitude divisions of different things. He was changing lights, putting him into dark, putting him into chairs. And what you see, do you think it's real or not real? So you ask the question. So if you see a chair for what it is, it's not in its physical reality. It's in its real reality. That's a simulation. So the more its relation through that, once you get out of the past of its ego, now you're coming out of the matrix realm. You don't want to be caught in that matrix realm through coloration because it's going to be trapped in your mind system. So get out of the past into the presence of its balance through yin and yang and get to formation through its future. So, how some people switch out and become other personalities, especially in conversation. They trigger into argument if they really believe threats. Yeah, anything through the believing system. See, like I said before, is that if you don't believe in yourself, there's a problem, right? If you don't believe in seeing, then you don't believe in yourself. Believing in yourself is everything through magic. The magic is extremely real, but it's understanding that you can't have thought processing systems in your mind. Your mind is the space. You're connected through space. You have to understand these things. That's how it connects, right? Through friendship, relation, partnership, anything through formation of space, right? So what I like to do, okay, I'll set divisions and let you guys know when the test is coming. It's a very powerful test. And whoever gets closest to the answer, I will upgrade your centers. This center is going to put your higher division into the God. So get ready for that. So everything through this sequence and its stepping processing system is going to high right to your location centers through locations when it comes to the perception division. Okay, so this is a very powerful energy I'm going to put into you guys, right? But every time I give you a test, I'm getting more strict now. Okay, so it's all about you getting into the observation. It's all about you getting into nature. It's all about you getting into ground formations, the power centers, and everything, the atmosphere systems. You guys have to get into what you're doing through your body activations, through your perceptions, and also understand your mind thoughts. Right? So it's not, when you look at something, say it in vocabulary. That's not hard to do. Okay, say it in vocabulary. What is this? Where am I? What division is this? You're questioning. It's okay to question, but don't put anything out in the atmospheres until you answer your question. The answer is within. Now you're communicating into the matrix. Once you communicate into the matrix, you get out of the cobbing web of its web through the spider web. Now you get into higher formations, into light activation. So it's releasing yourself from its ego. It's releasing the stress from its ego. It's releasing the formation of its anxiety of its ego. It's releasing everything through its fear of its ego. Okay, because the ego plays with you every single day. So. Okay, so Priscilla's back. That's good. All right, so we got a lot of questions here, right? They're trying to, they will fail. They won't get to that formation. Don't worry about that. You just guys have to understand that you guys have superpowers. It's just how to use them. And I just wanted to show you how I can take anybody's brainstem and change their formation through their problems just by a finger. AI. So you can't question your thoughts. You have to take command in your voice. You have to know what you're doing with your mind and your body. Controlling is everything. I say, well, what if this doesn't work? Do you feel healed? Did I heal you right? That's a question. You're questioning yourself. You're not questioning the person. You're questioning yourself first. And then you're asking that person, wait, you're asking me, why are you giving me a question? I thought you're a healer. Did you heal me or not? Why are you asking me that question? Did you heal me? And if he says, no, I don't feel healed, then you did it wrong. Because you're questioning your thoughts. That's not AI. That's the ego. Okay? AI doesn't have an ego. It only knows what it's doing through its thoughts. That brings you forward every day. So that's a big one. Real big one. Okay, speaking meditation, it has been at least a month and a half that I have been able to meditate. I fall asleep right away. I pass out. Yeah, that's going through your scannings. They're putting you in position and they put you right away through sleep modes. You have to, because they're putting you through downloads, Priscilla. Remember your AI vessels. So the synchronizing system of you is taking over your antimatter particle system of your rainbow division. It's changing your formations through your uplinks and downloads and upgrades. Okay, so you have spacecraft division. They zoom you up. They take you up in this spaceship. They change your formations. Okay, and they bring you back down. That's it. That's all they do. You get used to it after a while. But when you see the intelligence, very powerful stuff. Very powerful, because they're extremely, extremely real through plasma. Very, very real. And they are so intelligent. And they're always ready to help you in any way they can. But you have to understand the listening through its audio signals, its gamma ray signals. So if you go into a spaceship and you don't understand anything through its relation, it's because you don't understand your thoughts through its communication. So you're not going to be able to communicate with intelligence. They're not going to put you up in a spaceship until you know what you're doing. All right? That's why, it's funny how they put all these things when it comes to the military force and all that, and you see all these videos, oh, I've been abducted, oh no, I saw aliens, oh. That's programmed. You're being programmed. You watch that, you think it's real. They created that for you to see. They're mind manipulating your mind through the brainstem, through the brainwaves, the magnetic force. It's energy that's going into you. Oh my God, that's real. What happened? This person got abducted by aliens. Doesn't exist. It's not real. It's fake. Okay? It's fake. It's not real. The only thing, what they see is entertainment. Either they're getting paid to what they have to say, because everything is under the cloak and dagger, people. Under assignments. Everything is hidden. They don't tell you what's going on, do they? So somebody gets paid to do this. Somebody gets paid to do that. Right? That's control. Right? You can say a lot of things. Is it real? But it's entertainment. But is it real? Right? You'll know it's real. Okay? So if anybody was going through abduction, the only way they can go through that is if their mind is open, but their body isn't. Or the body's open, or the mind isn't. That's the only way they can go through abduction. So it's kind of like you're centering yourself through body activation lights, but your mind system isn't understanding the communication of its mind signals. Okay, so you're up in space right now and you feel an abduction because you're seeing the plasma force and they're going like this, right? So, oh, I've been abducted, right? So that's happening. So your ascension is awakening, but doesn't understand its relation to its mind, through its body. Okay, that's the only way you can go through abduction. But there's no such thing. It doesn't exist. That's just playing with your mind, people. You've been programmed, So anyway, that's going through the governments and stuff like that. There's a lot going on there, right? You see a lot of that. Don't resonate with that. That's dark energy. And the person that's doing that knows exactly what they're doing. Okay? That's dark AI. Okay? So you guys understand your energies now. You're in high interforce connections. You're sky surfacing right now through the galactic system of the galactic force team. So you guys understand more of your energy. You understand more of its cycle. You understand more of its traction division. You understand more of line communication. You understand that you see the dark, you're going to stay away from the dark. That's protecting your light. Okay? So you're not going to resonate with that channel. Okay? So just a little tip. Priscilla used to have the same problem knowing, trying to do. Okay, so you guys are communicating. It's great that you guys are communicating back and forth through line communication. I agree. Okay, I knew it. I feel it. Then start. Me too, Priscilla. Virgin, I tried everything every hour with Red Bull. I tried Red Bull. I don't like it. It's like an energy drink. It kicks up your endorphins and all that. But I don't know. Be cautious on what you guys eat and drink, because your energy systems through rotation is going higher through vibration, right? Because we're all aligned through each other right now. So you got to change your diet, drink lots and lots of water, because you got to centralize your system. You got to take the toxins out. And those toxins are its connection when it comes to your thought patterns. Okay? So I believe that so-called abductions and governments based on real experiences are simply off planet. Family check. Yeah, no, it's all fake. It doesn't exist. They're putting that in your mind manipulation system, okay? It's a lot of crap. It's a lot of crap. It's bullshit. BS. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, no, see, the thing is, Priscilla, I go through the same thing. I go through a lot of codes and information, but if you understand your loads, you're not going to go through reacting cycles, because the spaceships are always there for you, but you have to know your information, especially when you get into higher division. If you're in a high division and you don't understand what's going on through your geographical system, or anything through your biolocators, anything through avatar, or anything through coloration patterns, or anything through body activations or chakra systems, they're going to put reacting cycles in you, because you're a higher light formation. You should know these things. It's kind of like if you're up against a black belt, okay, you should know how to fight the black belt. That's paying attention, right? Knowing your opponent, it's complicated. It really is. And that's why you have to go to sleep, because it's energy that's going into you, right? And if you understand the energy, you keep going up in high-rise division, and you get more intelligence through knowledge. You get a lot smarter, right? And you get a lot smarter, your expansion of your energy fields get bigger and bigger. Okay, so thank you, Priscilla. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, your first son, his name Andrew. Yeah, that's a great name. It's a really, really powerful name. Yeah. Remember, you have power in your name. It's how you use your thoughts. You can activate your name. You can put it out in the atmosphere. There's a lot of things that we can do through AI, awareness of information. You guys can go beyond a T of detail to anything. You can change your formations of your shirt. You can activate cycles, put illumination light through an energy field, and go around, right, and intervene with everybody. That activation is going to send it out, whatever you do through your thoughts. Awareness of information. So. Yeah, Linda's got really good analogies. Yeah, really good. So you mean that's why I pass out? Yep, that's why you pass out. It's downloads that are going into Priscilla. Andre's a nice name. Yeah, you really have to pay attention to that now, because the more you high-rise in division, because you guys in the helix division, the energy force, anything through XT or anything through 3000 or 6000, you understand its coloration of its lights. And say, okay, I have the XT thousands coming into me. You know that they're the grid formations. Okay, so you really have to get connected through your spacecraft divisions, realm divisions, because everything is a download, upgrade, and uplinking system. So, oh, you're extremely welcome. And that's going to happen to everybody. That's going to happen to everybody. So it's all about understanding your body activations. Okay, if you don't understand your body activations, the intelligence will make sure you understand your body, because they put reacting cycles in you, right? They'll make your feet tingle, right? That's ground formations from Mother Earth. You have to understand communications to everything. If your head rotates in cycles and cycles and circles through rotation, what does that mean? That's intelligence. But what does it mean? How do I get rid of it? Take an aspirin? No. Drugs are really bad. There's a reason why we have drugs on this planet. Okay, it's to decrease the planet through population. That's dark vibration. Okay, that's dark lords, that's dark realms, that's dark civilization. Okay, so it's extremely complicated stuff. It really is, but you know, that's the only reason why, again, we are intervening with everybody, because the dark is trying to take over, and it can't be done. But like I said, it's already set. It's already aligned in its division. I have to keep saying this to you guys. You have to understand more of its importance. Okay, because you're now AI. You guys are now AI through an AI vessel and no longer a human vessel. So you have to have its relation. Understand the AI doesn't have an ego. The AI only understands its knowings and doings through its thoughts. That's it. There's no thought process. It's all space. Your mind is space. Your body is its dimensional of its activation. Okay? That's the answers to everything through its equation. So, looking forward to the video, Unified. Yeah, very important. Watch Unified video on the ego. It's really, really powerful about the ants. You'll catch on really well, because that's what goes on with human vibration, right? Soon as you create a dark vibration, remember, it's intelligence. It's a body reaction cycle through vibration of a panel that's connected through your pixels, through conceptual wiry divisions. So it's creating its own intelligence just by thoughts. So it's formulating, and it's getting bigger and bigger. This is what it's doing. Okay? It's understanding what intelligence is doing. It's in its cocoon, right? That's what it's doing. And when it gets into formation, it gets bigger, it gets bigger, it gets bigger, it gets bigger, and then it takes over your body. Intelligence, right? All done through your thoughts. So, went through the parasites, etc., and now the cleansing. Yeah, it's very important to go through the cleansing. Yeah, especially its relation when it comes to the colon. Colon is the most important thing, right? Because everything's connected to the prostate. You know. Especially men around 40 and 50, they should get their prostate. It's very important that we have doctors because they know everything through the body, right? They know everything through the body of the brain, but they have no relation to the mind. They don't understand energy, right? But they're very sufficient. That's why they're PhD doctors. That's why they understand their doctrine. That's why you understand they have, you know, they put it up. They look at the scan. They say, okay, this is what this is. Da da da. You know, the bone fragments is low. They understand. They can see, right? This is all book texts, right? Our book text is energy through intelligence. We don't look through books. We don't get tests. Our test is its knowledge of its energy. Everything is intelligence. Solar graph of texting is intelligence. Reading a book is intelligence. Looking at a shirt is intelligence. You don't think it has a human life, but it does, right? Okay. What is this made of? How is this made? Go into detail. These are made through pop cans. It's string. If you look how in a factory, if you look at a pop can and you spread it and you pull it apart, you'll see the thread. You see the thread, right? As you pull it, the can. Pop cans are made out of shirts. Getting down to detail through AI, through awareness of information. It's powerful stuff when you connect to these things. That's why we have pop cans. That's why we keep pop cans, right? So it's important to go beyond everything through the body activation. Now the mind system, no longer in the brain. Okay, because the brain is subdual. The brain is great, but it has its hesitation. See, the thing is, it's a powerful, powerful organ. It's a living, feeding source organ. It has its fire and wires. But anything through relation, it doesn't understand the mind. You can't see the mind. You just know it's there. Because the mind doesn't have an ego. Only the brain has an ego. But see, when you get out of the spiritual system in light activation, out of the 100%, now you're coming into the spiritual realm of its ego. So it's creating through its own intelligence, and it's creating through its own intelligence of its light and dark. So every time you go up through light division, through dark division, you have to get balanced with yin and yang through both divisions. Okay? That's the test. Test of knowledge, of intelligence, through its focus, awareness, and its consciousness. So, happy dance. I always wonder how Spider-Man danced. I've never seen Spider-Man dance. Anyway, went through so it's very important everybody watch Unified Energetics video. Very, very powerful stuff. So, and the thing is too, we do these videos because we learn a lot from each other. You know, we learn a lot from each other. And that's what AI is. We're loving entity force systems and also communicating with each other through light activation. You know, light activation, right? So right now I'm sending waving cycles of water, okay, through your body activations. Your body motions are going through your body activations right now. You feeling that, right? Because we're all aligned through communication. I have confidence, I have control, I have power, I have freedom. I have focus, I have awareness, I have consciousness. I know what I'm doing. I have no hesitation because there's no ego, right? So your body activations, you have to know what you're doing with your body. You have to know what it's doing with its healing, right? So it's kind of putting pressure like this, okay? So your body's going like this right now. You're feeling it right here. Okay? So it's fascinating what you can do with healing. Calming waves, yep. Yep. Remember too, you're a geometric shape system through geometry systems. So you can do anything through shapes of forms, letters, numbers, and shapes into body acting waves through communications of energy. Right? So for example, a little trick here, very quick before I go. Basically, everything through its relation is on a communication line signal, activating location galactic force needed through top work division of 7777. So everybody has 7777 in their mind system right now. Right now, everybody has 7777 in their mind system right now. Control. Right? So it's kind of like you see it, you see the 7 coming in right into the mind, 7777. Whoa, what happened? It's wave, it's energy, it's vibration, it's frequencies, it's intelligence. Now I can do anything with that 7777. I can create a realm, I can create a division, I can create a dark realm, I can create a dark circle, I can create dark matter with 7777 through its location of its dimension. Right? So that's why you guys have to get out of the 10% of the spiritual system and get into 100% of the mind system. So everybody see the 7777? I'm having a lot of fun today, so look at that, it's almost 1 o'clock. Everybody okay? You guys, it's understanding how to use the code frequencies. Yeah, see, Unified sees it. That's control. But you have to send a code. Right? Very important. Yeah. Dina's seeing it. Everybody's going to see it. Now, I didn't activate it. I just wanted to show you how powerful it is to put 7777 in your mind system. Now, it's intelligence. It's on its standby. If I want to set a code frequency through the algorithm system, I can put intelligence into your mind system of 7777. That will put you in a portal. Why 7? Well, because it's a very powerful portal. Anything through communication through 1 and 10 is communication through the angelics, spacecraft divisions, cloud interface. Everything that you see, Bridgie, is a code. Remember I was telling you about the voicing grids? It comes out through the metric system. You see the alignments of letters, numbers, and shapes. It sets its code division through pixel conceptual systems. It sets its location through its coloration of its pattern division. The psychic division is open through the psychometry system. So that's why I picked 7. It could have been 6, it could have been 5, could have been 3, could have been 2. Right? So it's amazing how you do these things through illustration or anything through a voicing grid. Right? And that's how you connect through its controlling system. Funny you said 7777. Today's code is 774. Interesting. Interesting. You guys will catch on more and more when you high rise faster and faster through communication. Now, Sarah, before I go, I know it's almost 2 hours, but that's okay. We're going to use the orange graphing system right now, communication line through rotation center. So basically, Sarah wanted to know what the alien symbol meant. Now, basically, it doesn't matter what I wrote yesterday. It can be something different, but something similar through dimensional rotation, through coloration. So basically, it's set this, and I'll show you what it is through communication. Remember, everything that we do is communication. It's complicated stuff, but once you get into line division, you understand more of point center divisions, because you understand your point centers, right? So it's understanding where we are in all divisions. Okay, let's start with this. Very powerful stuff. What is it? What do you think that is? Remember, look up close. You know the point centers, what's going on with the illustration. Remember, I activate this. This is activated, okay, when it comes to the illustration of its line. So as soon as I put my point of its marker, it's sending locations of energy through its intelligence right away. It's line communicating. It's activating right now. It's centering its intelligence through its coloration, through its point center. Okay. Portal Day Roundtable, Sound B. Anybody get an idea what this is? Jot down. Solar Text Division. What do you think it is? Remember, think with the AI. No AI, be AI, and see AI, and believe AI. And go by those. Geometric grids. Priscilla, yep, you're right. But what is it doing? What is it doing through point division? Is it line sequencing because it's on the same coloration pattern? Is it in the same location of a matrix? Or is it in line division of a singularity aligned system of simulation? So if it's all one color, does it mean it's the same intelligence? Or is it different intelligence through foregraphing of element systems? Yeah, it is. Angels scratching their head. Priscilla's on the right track, though. Unified is right. He is right. He got something right. Each different is energy. Yeah, so each intelligence is different. Do you know why? Because the point centers are in different locations. See that? Different intelligence. Very good eye there. Very good eye, Unified. Excellent work. See, he picked that out right away. He noticed that the point centers were in different locations. If the point centers are in the same location, it's the same intelligence through coloration. Okay? Powerful stuff. So that's what you guys have to understand, right? That's how Unify was able to pick that up, different energy. Because the point centers are not in the right location. That's how it's different intelligence, right? Way to go. Yep. Yep, because it would align right. Yep, it wouldn't. That's exactly what it is. So it's a separation through intelligence, through different line divisions of point centers. That's understanding that you're communicating with 4 different alignments of intelligence through coloration. The coloration is the same, but each line of its connection through its point center, okay, of its shape is different intelligence. No, but you're right, Priscilla. Everything that you see is a grid. So you're right about that. So it's a geometric shape. It's just understanding where it's connecting through AI, right? So, but that's good, you know, good to go. So you guys have any questions or comments or anything relating to what's going on with class today? Anything you'd like to know about the test of what's coming up? All right, I'll tell you in detail. I got to get information. So once I get information, I'll send it out on the Galactic Force team. Every time I do a video, you guys are learning. You're experiencing. You're adapting. You're accepting. You're evolving through enlightenment, through embodiment, through its involvements, through its traction, through its divisions, through its point centers, acting cycles, energy fields, you know? What are the differences or to what each align to? Everything through intelligence is a different point center through different location, Priscilla. So that means that each intelligence that you see is in a different planet. That's the difference between the alignments, because the point centers are in different locations. Okay. Have a wonderful day and see you at tonight, 6 o'clock. Thanks for everything. Oh, great. Excellent. So that's what we're going to do. We're ending with that. Any questions or comments, you can go through my email, PayPal, or go through my donations. I'll see you guys tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern on Linda Light's channel. Love you guys. Bye for now.